Good afternoon. I've had several agents call to see if there was any way they can change the headers on their grid once they are looking at the display from their search. And the answer is absolutely yes, you can. The headers that you have here are your system default. Right down here it says headers, system default. Let's say that I would like to see on my grid when I do my search the flood zone that a property is lying in. All you would need to do is go over and click on this little pencil, and you will see that you're on system default. Most of you will be because you don't have any other headers built yet. So the first thing you're going to do is go up to the left hand side, and you're going to go to the little bubble that says new settings. You're going to click on that, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to name this header flood zone, and we're going to save that setting. Now you can see here are all the settings that are in the field, the header field. Here are all the fields that you can add to the setting field. So on my flood zone, I'm going to take out order. I don't think that's necessary. I'm also going to take out subdivision. When I'm looking for flood zones, I don't particularly care what subdivision it is in. You may, and if you do, leave subdivision in there. I'm going to take out the year built and the days on market and the links. So once I have those highlighted, I'm going to click on the little hand pointing to the left, and I'm going to remove them. Now what I do want to add is flood zones. So we're going to scroll down the available fields, and we're going to highlight flood zone. Click on your little hand that's pointing to the right and move it into the settings field. There it is. Now I would like to move that up in my headers. So I'm going to highlight it, I'm going to hit my up arrow, and I'm going to put my flood zone right behind the address. Now that I've got that done, I've got to go back up to the top left hand corner, click on this second little disc that says save. I'm going to verify. I want to name it flood zone. I'm the only one that wants to see this, and I'm going to hit the floppy disk and save it. Now when I do a search, let's just do Apalachicola active detached single family. Here's my flood zone. Now mind you, there are a lot of blank spaces here because flood zone is not a required field. So if the agent didn't fill it in the maintenance screen, it's not going to show up here. So whatever goes in is what's going to come out. But you can see quite a few people did fill it in, so you can see your flood zone without having to open up each one of these listings and look for it on the agent full report. I also have another header that I made, which is tax ID. So when I go ahead and I'm going to switch over to the tax ID header, now you'll see it's not showing me the flood zone, but it is showing me the parcel ID for every single one of those properties. And then you can also go back to system default, and you're back to where you were. So that's the way that you can make headers, as many headers as you want, for whatever field you want to see up in your header bar. It's pretty simple. So I hope this was helpful, and if you have any questions, you can just call the office at 653-3322. Thanks.